Okay, give me a second. Give me a minute to find this video. I'm going to be doing Lemurian cards, and I want to talk a little bit about Mercury retrograde because we're almost there. We did have Mercury shift into Scorpio, so I'm going to talk a little bit about this week's energies and what to expect for not only this month but the rest of the year. And then I'm going to do Lemurian cards. So give me a second to find this video and pull it up. If you're just finding me, please take a second to share this out too. I always need you guys to. I want to talk a little bit about what these energy shifts mean for us and how we can be using them. So give me one second. I'm sharing this feed out. If you're just finding me, please share this out. Also, I always need you guys to help me try to get this content out. Take a second to drop a comment if you're going to want a card. I'm about to get started. We have a lot of energies coming into the planet, and you know, we can look at these energies as light codes, and they really hold a lot of knowledge for this awakening. And as this light is hitting this planet, it is kind of sparking a mass awakening for the first time in a very long time. I'm going to kind of be all over the place because I need to talk about a little bit about the energies. I am going to fit in probably tomorrow a video talking about the dream state and the subconscious, because it really tunes into where we are now this time of year. A lot of you guys are having more profound dreams. Maybe you're just feeling really psychically connected, able to really, you know, get a lot of downloads, connect deep through meditation. The veil is going to continue to thin right now, and we're also going to see the world kind of get darker this half of the year in a lot of places. And so really that veil is making the spiritual and the other dimensions and realms more accessible right here. A lot of you guys are able to tune into your loved ones. Your ancestors are just kind of going through a lot of intense spiritual upgrades, things like that. There's a lot happening with the body, and we're all kind of going through the same process at our own pace as we can handle it. We see that with this shift of Mercury shifting into Scorpio, we go into the shadow, the darker half of the year. Where I am at personally, I'm kind of over all that. I'm kind of over going into the darkness and all of this, but it's very important that despite where we may be in our journey, that we need to hold space and realize that a lot of this planet needs to transmute a lot of darkness still. And so, you know, while I might be having my own perspective, a lot of people are dealing with that stuff of the ego, the shadow surfacing, especially where you have Chiron retrograde until December. So a lot of people are having old wounds surfacing, old lessons, reflections of things you thought you had dealt with, stuff like that kind of creeping up to be transmuted. We need to bring more light into this time of year as well. A lot of you guys might be feeling like me, where I'm into like cleansing and retreating, but we actually need to turn up the light as well and not kind of fall into that darker aspect of the year. So it's important that we're shining more bright this time too. Your light is needed. Your frequency is needed. Make sure that you're setting your own frequency, taking time for yourself. Our bodies are going through some intense energetic upgrades with these energies. So listen to your body. If you're feeling a need to rest or unplug, you know, do that. Mercury affects a lot of things. I'm going to put it out there that the last 2 Mercury retrogrades, Facebook actually went down globally. And so we can see that these energies, as well as these planetary shifts, are not only having a huge impact on the electronics around us, they're having a huge impact on our bodies. A lot of times it shuts down communication, things like that. I'm predicting a lot of power outages and kind of electronic failures, as well as probably Facebook might go down again this retrograde. It did the other 2 of the year. We shall see. This is a time to go inward, to reflect, to assess things. It's not a good time to take on new projects. It's a really good time to be assessing the ones you have, taking a step back. We always kind of go on the same programming, running around in a loop a lot of the time, and this is time to kind of, you know, reflect where we're at. Do we want to change course of direction? It's not a good time to be making relationship decisions with Mercury retrograde and things like that. Don't make any huge changes during this time. It's not advisable. So I have an event on this page for Samhain, I can't say it right, Samhain, and that is on Halloween as well. So I do have an event on this page if you guys want to sign up to do a really awesome meditation I'm going to be doing / healing session. There's information in that event with the link as to where to sign up. So I'm really looking forward to that as well. This is a time of a lot of magic. This is a time where we can instant manifest. We should be focused on what we're creating, what we're manifesting. We need to be more careful with our thoughts with this element that we're in right now. We're really instant manifesting. The things that we're thinking about now are impacting our future. We see a lot being dismantled around us. You know, as the veil is very thin right now, we can also see a lot more through the illusion and see what's really there. We're getting ready to see a lot of political and kind of matrix construct breakdown entering 2020. So we kind of have a lot kind of coming to the surface. It's really important that we're all staying focused on our own lessons. I know we always want to like go change the collective and do that. Look at it like you have a garden here, and you are responsible for your piece of that garden. And if everyone could do that, we could kind of change the collective in a minute. So a lot of people are very focused on events and things outside of them. Take care of your own reality. This is about taking what we're learning now and using it to master our reality. Once we can do that, the entire collective will transform. So it's very important that we're staying focused on our own lessons, not in a service of self type of a way, but in a type of way we can be of no use to anyone without first taking care of ourselves and our lessons here. Earth is a school, so it's really important that we are doing our own lessons, right? It would be kind of like cheating if we were going to go do our friends' homework for them in school. So it's kind of the same concept. Make sure that you're really focused on your own lessons and kind of transforming your own piece of this consciousness that you hold. My link is above. I didn't want to do a video today. I almost did, right? I almost did. I'm waiting. I'm watching the frequencies. We have weird things. I'll just throw this in there. Weird things happening with the Schumann resonance. It's been down for days. And the way that I see it in my reality is we kind of got sucked into a void as a planet going through that 1010 gateway. And we have yet to come through the other end, which we should have like Sunday night space travel, right? People are like, what does that mean? Well, these space storms are creating a lot of energy. They can create a gateway, a porthole that as a planet we continue to keep passing through, making these kind of shifts into parallel dimensions and parallel realities. This is a really powerful energy still for manifesting. Use it wisely right now. My link is above. I am manifesting students. If that is you, I will go check out my class section. I am also here for readings and energy work through tomorrow. Link is above. All right, Kristen Elberly. Divine Masculine, rise of true gentle power, true strength. Work with that energy. A lot of the times, you know, we have traumas and we kind of step into that masculine protector type of energy. We need to find balance, and every person holds both energies within, Shiva and Shakti, right? These are energies within that we need to find balance with. Judy Reed. Beyond cycles, find and embrace yourself, new direction, releasing old patterns. A lot of people end up very disappointed in this matrix because they're trying to gauge their happiness on the material. Something that I figured out very fast, I was going to have to set aside any of that stuff to do my own spiritual journey. This is not about what we have materially. That stuff is going to fade away soon. And so it's very important that we're taking this space and our opportunity here, being on Earth, to work on ourselves. This is a place where we're meant to come work on ourselves spiritually and on a soul level. Keep working on your own energy. Haley Fox. Surrender. Release misaligned energies. Reattune to your truth. And it's important that we realize we're not doing this journey alone. We never have been. We have this universal force that I like to call source around us, guiding us, kind of leading us. Surrender. A lot of times we want to do what we want to do here, right? We always have, like when you're a little kid, you have your path all like, I'm going to do this when I'm older, and I'm going to go into this job and this career. The universe has other plans for us during this time and is trying to lead us to somewhere better. And a lot of times we resist and we create suffering. A lot of this is surrendering as well. And this is a kind of scary time for a lot of people because we have the construct of the ego being broken down, and that makes people uncomfortable. It triggers people. It makes people anxious, worried. They don't know where we're headed, right? I don't know what's coming. Just kind of relax into it. Surrender to the universe. Amy Hiller Kelly, good morning. Crown. We're going through a lot of crown expansion with this too, especially as we're going through this expansion of consciousness. That means like we're these energy containers and we're starting to hold more and more of this energy that we can call consciousness, and we're becoming more and more consciously aware and lucid in this experience. Keep on working with your crown chakra. I always say prayer and meditation is really, really good for your crown chakra. Right to know, go beyond attachments, divine alignment. Let's see, Teresa Scott, good morning. Fire and water, stillness amongst turmoil, feel emotional integration. And we have a lot coming up emotionally, and we are entering into the element of Scorpio next week. We're going to shift into that astrology sign, and that brings up a lot of emotion. We're going into the darkness, the stuff that's hidden within. And everyone will tell you, no, I'm great, I don't have any healing to do, right? But look at our worlds and see that sometimes these patterns are repeating. We're seeing things that are maybe chaotic in our outer environment still. We can see this on a collective level. So we have more internal work to do. Keep working on your energy, working on yourself internally. That's how we find a balance with our outer reality as well. Let's see, Karen Avalon. Opening the heart. Keep on working on your heart chakra more. We have a lot of work to do with that heart chakra, as well as Gaia. I'm noticing, since I'm kind of here stationed on the Earth's heart chakra in this area, I'm noticing right to love and be loved, heart healing. We have a lot of old wounds that are surfacing within the relationship of self and others as well. And that is our connection, a porthole to our past lives, right? Things like that. Keep on working on your heart chakra. Christy Klein Hughes, love it. Power outages in Connecticut. Yeah, we can expect a lot of power outages as we're entering into this retrograde energy as well. Especially, there's a lot of power between these transitions because there's so much geomagnetic energy and galactic energies hitting this planet at this time. So it's really amplifying things. If people are like freaking out over retrograde, having issues, just remember this is just a mirror anyways of your internal state. Retrograde isn't going to torture you. The eclipses aren't doing anything. You know, it isn't the full moon. This is always just a mirror of what already lies within that is kind of being amplified with these energies. Pay attention to the things that are surfacing. Christy, Arturians. Pure white light, DNA healing, sacred geometry. A lot of the people that are awakened now would be starseeds and would be here kind of on an assignment. I believe that we kind of got activated to awaken so that we could be activated for a mission of service. And a lot of this is going to be us coming back to, you know, ourselves galactically on a lot of levels. Maria Garcia. Cosmic self, your cosmic being. Stay confident in your truth. Keep on working on your throat chakra. We had a lot of past life issues that we're kind of clearing now, because once we heal ourselves, we kind of go into clearing these type of things that are in our Akashic as well. Keep working with your throat chakra. You finding your truth and speaking your truth will be powerful in you creating your reality. I'm learning how powerful words are. We already know that our thoughts and words are so powerful, they can make people sick, right? They can, alter reality, alter the physical body. So we know that our words and our thoughts are very powerful. Make sure you guys share this out too if you didn't. Christina Blue Rogers. Blessing beyond the soul path. Honor all life. Exchange of joy without karma or sacrifice. Make sure that you're always putting out good energy. I see a lot of people will go through a bad experience and they'll be like, I hope that guy gets some karma. And with the way that karma works, then you would always get that karma, not someone else, right? Not the other person I know, as crazy as it sounds. So always make sure that you're putting out good intentions and that you're putting out good energy, because it's always our energy and intentions that ends up coming back to us that we're putting out. So if we can get really consciously aware of our energy, we can put out better energy and then have better things coming back to us. Let's see. Kali Coates. Tree of Life. Circle of Life. Clear energies. Channel. Keep on working on clearing your chakras. We're going to continue to be better and better channels, more and more receptive to this energy. People are like receivers, and we're always picking up on other people's thoughts, frequencies, the things around us, right? Downloads, things like that. And we're going to continue to be able to tune in better and better to these energies as well. Danielle Roby. Emergent, celebrate, sensuality, joy, right to enjoy, truly living. This is about being in the now as well. A lot of this is shifting our perspective too, right? Literally, if you're having a hard time, if anyone is, you know, depressed, miserable, anxious, right, not so happy, try to shift to gratitude fast. It's something that I know because sometimes I can have bad days too, right? If you can stay in gratitude about every little thing around you, it will raise your vibration very, very fast. For sure, make sure that you're choosing gratitude. That's how we attract more things to us too. Haley Fox. Divine blueprint, source, self-embodiment, inspiration, you're ready. And, you know, I know that the biggest illusion is who we believed we are this life on a lot of levels, right? Because then we wake up and we feel like we have a lot to learn. Not really. This is really just getting back to your authentic self. Finding yourself on every level. This entire journey has always been about, you know, who you're being shaped into. Juliet Saltmarsh. Family of light, signs, guidance, innate and ancient wisdom. Pay attention to the signs around you. A lot of times we just don't want to listen to them, right? A lot of times we're getting the sounds loud and clear, or the universe clearly is making itself clear with what you should be doing with your life. It's just that a lot of people are not answering those calls or heeding them. Pay attention to the signs and guidance that is around you. Tammy Howell Reynolds. Nurture, self-healing, Ruby Ray, birthing the new earth. And we're going to dream the new earth into being simply through changing our vibration. We're changing the entire frequency of the planet. So we're realizing that if, you know, we can control our own frequency, it can be powerful in the energy around us. More work with your own frequency. We know the things that lower our frequency, like toxic foods, right? GMO foods, bad relationships. That can be worse than drugs, I say, right? Toxic relationships, toxic people. We have chemicals that are not good for us. GMO food, alcohol, drugs. You know, the list of things. And then there are things that shift our vibration and can raise it. Eating better foods, taking better care of ourselves, doing something you love, right? Putting better things in your body. How about your thoughts, though? I always say our thoughts are more important than the food we're eating and things like that. It's very important that we're also staying positive. Things that raise your vibration. Keep working at raising your vibrational frequency. People can't do this work overnight. That's why people are going to be in big trouble later, because we have to kind of gradually raise our frequency. Gina Calara Arena. Time to travel. The interdimensional kind, inner and outer journeys, believe in yourself, big shifts. As we're going through this awakening, our third eye is opening for the, you know, first time in a very long time. And people are suddenly able to have astral travel experiences, out-of-body experiences, and things like that. Spiritual visions, clairvoyance, things like that. Keep working with your third eye. Anise Sankika. Share space, telepathy, co-creation, communing and honoring. Keep working with your heart chakra. A lot of the souls here are very adept in things like telepathy. We're coming with futuristic kind of state of abilities. I always say that, you know, to unlock telepathic abilities, you're going to have to really unlock your heart chakra. It's not in your third eye as people think. It's really your heart chakra that picks up those kind of messages. Stephanie Stubbs. Angelic ones, divine healing is upon you, divine grace and divine guidance. You have angels around you. Ask for more assistance. I didn't know that when I first woke up. You have to ask for assistance. Free will laws, right? Sorry, your angels are not allowed to interfere unless you ask. And suddenly that explains a lot to me. Cassie Duncan, flow. Release control, divine will, oceanic consciousness. I've learned to kind of move and stop with this kind of universal energy that's around us, because I found there's a lot of resistance. When I'm trying to flow and move around and this energy is resting, I might reach some resistance. It's a really good energy to flow today. Yesterday we had kind of a low frequency on this planet and the energy is kind of going back up. It's a good time to be getting things done today, whether it's like wrapping up old stuff. Yes, getting things done before retrograde hits full force and you guys don't feel like dealing with anyone or anything. So it's a really good time to be wrapping up old stuff, you know, doing errands, grocery shopping, things you need to do. Mara Lawler, Lemurian egg. Rest, regeneration, divine potential. A lot of you guys are going to be feeling like going back into that cocoon state for this retrograde, right? Going back into the cocoon, doing some more healing and things like that. And that is amazing. Take some time. We're going to go through the biggest transformation yet from right now until spring. We're going to go through a huge personal transformation. This goes for everyone. And we're really going to go through some huge stuff. So take time to rest during this period for sure. Anne McIntosh. Stepping stones. Take the next step. Let go of the old paradigm. And, you know, we need to realize that we needed every lesson we ever had in sequential order to get us where we are now. Let go of the past. It was really just kind of molding you into where you are now. Carla Maria Fox. Healing. Gentleness of love. Realignment. Transformation. And we cannot have healing without love. You're going to find a lot of healing is done through, you know, the green, right? The heart chakra as well. Keep working on your heart chakra. Keep working on more self-love. It's how we really heal ourselves, being nicer to ourselves. And when we're talking about self-love, yes, ourselves and other selves. How are you treating yourself and the people around you? Be nicer. This is all about more love, be nicer, and watch how fast things transform. Emily's. Joy of life, trust, open your hand, share, let go. We get really serious, wrapped up in this collective paradigm that we're all sharing right now, the same experience. And, you know, I get into really deep things. I go into this stuff deep. I just have a curiosity of the universe and how it works. And I'm always so, you know, intrigued by why we all would have picked to experience this paradigm right here, right now. Why? When our soul is so powerful and could be anywhere in the history of time. Why here? Why are we having all of this global stuff occurring, and why this? Because this is where your soul has chosen to be as well. And I'm always just really intrigued at all of this. Apparently it's what our souls have chosen to experience so that we can experience something amazing in the liberation of all of this. A lot of people are feeling kind of enslaved, powerless to the paradigm, and trust me, this is all going to shift and change, and it's meant to be this amazing ride that we can come together and experience, you know, these same events. Now is a time where everyone will come together once again to heal on a collective level as well, and that is very powerful. Let's see, Megan Frolic. Inner child attunement. Any inner child wounds, this goes for everyone, you guys know this. Any inner child wounds are going to surface now during this time, especially with Chiron retrograde. It's going to kind of poke around in places you guys might have forgotten. Go within, listen, loving parenting. And a lot of you guys, you know, have stuffed down these old wounds within. And then guess what? You have kids and you continue to replay out these same patterns and things that everyone wants to ignore around here. And so now we're realizing that a lot of people are waking up in our conscious parenting and becoming aware of how your childhood traumas have affected your programming and patterns. This is time to go within and to release all of this now so that we can kind of clear a lot of karma. We're doing this individually and collectively, kind of choosing a new path and a new way. Keep working on your inner child. Lisa Lazard. Key to your freedom. Healed inner child. Create inner safety. Self-kindness. Megan Frolic. Sacred Mountain. Vision quest, clarity and truth, deep healing. Keep on working on your third eye. Our third eye, I know everyone's like, oh, I'm awake, I'm great. You will continue to expand your consciousness. Your chakras will continue to expand. Your gateways, your aura, right? Keep working with your third eye. That's where we're going to find a lot of our power in the mind here in this place, which is also another fascinating concept because a lot of our reality is coming from the construct of our subconscious programming. So our third eye is one of the most powerful gateways that we have. It is also where we're going to find our psychic potential and any psychic abilities or psychic power. Keep working with that chakra. Sabrina McKay. Etheric matter, spiritual matter, new life, bedding in the light. And we have a lot of light hitting this planet, and sometimes it doesn't feel good. I saw someone commenting they had anxiety. Sometimes it doesn't feel good when we have light hitting all these darker places and stirring things up. But this is all good. If you look at your journey, hopefully you see that you are healing and you're doing better, and this is good for you and has been making you a better person kind of going through this stuff. Carrie McKenna, a storm. We're getting ready for a storm, right? I'm kind of recharging this week. I'm doing more like hanging out, cleansing, purifying, because I'm smart and I'm tuned into what's coming. And so I'm kind of, this is my week of rest, I call it. I always say that maybe you guys should be doing the same thing, giving your body a chance to integrate all of those energies we just got hit with. I'm very energy sensitive. I'm convinced people are processing this energy just in different ways. Maybe some people can feel it, maybe some people can't, whatever. We have different abilities. But it is a good time to integrate and to rest more this week, because we're kind of getting ready for a powerful new beginning with the next new moon. And so it is kind of important that we're taking time to integrate these energies. Carry, storm, it's okay to feel it, cleanse, collapse into the old, realignment. A lot of you guys are going to become more and more energy sensitive too as you're kind of going through this experience. Eric Lopez, integration. Forgive yourself and others. Reunion. Let go of defenses. Open the door. More heart chakra work. Oh, are we clearing out a lot? Because our souls are deep and fast we're fighting, right? Look around. This entire everything is just a reflection of us on a soul level. I believe in the law of one consciousness, right? One kind of soul. Continue to kind of let go. Cleanse your heart chakra. We can kind of have let go of stuff, but then we have these barriers up. These programs running, right, that maybe they make us a little defensive, a little scared of other people, things like that. Time to let go of the defenses and kind of more continue to expand your heart chakra more. Nicole Goddard. Heart source of all, true home, just be heart connection. And your soul has always been leading you home on this journey. It's kind of what every soul kind of goes through, this longing to return and reconnect with source. And it's kind of where we're at now. Trust your path, trust the process of where it is leading you, because your soul is leading you home on a lot of levels. Jessie Quinones. Vision of unity. Focus on the light. Right to see. Releasing illusion. Pineal activation. Keep working on your third eye. We're going to see a lot come out to try to divide people furtherly. We see a lot of things that divide people. And I'm very aware of that with my posts, because, you know, I try not to put out things that are going to divide and offend people and things like that. We need to be focused on things that can bring people together, right? Healing's a good one. Love and light healing. Things like that, right? It's easy to trigger people around here, but we need to be focused on sharing and spreading more light if possible. Bringing people together. Maria Garcia. Know yourself. Meditate. Who am I? The veil is lifting and opening, and we kind of should be having this deeper yearning that, you know, we should know who our soul is on a deeper level from before this incarnation. What are we doing here? Why did I volunteer to come here and assist at this time? What kind of abilities did I bring with me, or tools that I could be using in doing this? And if you guys do have questions like that, I always recommend, when you can, setting up an Akashic reading with me so you can kind of go into those things if you're kind of cut off still from that. That's why we see so much kind of like depression and anxiety and things like that, because we're disconnected from ourselves and who we are in a lot of regards spiritually, until we go through this awakening process and begin to ask these questions and delve into, you know, deeper questions like, why am I here? Let's see. Janice Hewitt. Fire of transformation, radical purification, violet flame, surrendering and resurrection. Keep working with the violet flame. A lot of us should be, right? This planet needs some transmuting for sure. Fire is a powerful element. It's alchemical and burning things away that are no longer serving us. Continue to do that yourself. The universe makes it really hard on us when we can't just let go of toxic people and toxic situations. Then if the universe has to make us, it's usually really dramatic and uncomfortable. We can make this process a lot easier by, you know, getting rid of anything bad for us. What makes you think negatively? What is stressing you out? Time to ditch these things. Dawn Word. Portholes. Doorways into the now, letting go of the warrior. And, you know, we're kind of too much in that masculine energy on a planetary level. It's time to bring back that goddess energy, the feminine, and find balance in all of this, right? So that's kind of where we're at. We're going to see a rising of the feminine that is occurring alongside the masculine as well, and we're going to have to find balance with these elements, and it's been a long time coming. Mandy Storet's foot. Way of Pearls, liminal space, new energies, trust, time of growth, and these are newer, higher frequency energies, and they're different to navigate. Whereas, you know, everyone wasn't very mindful of their thoughts going through this matrix of sleep, now everyone's going to have to become very consciously aware of what kind of thoughts and frequencies we're putting out, because we're able to instant manifest in these new energies. So, you know, everything is changing on this planet fast. We're going to see this planet evolve very rapidly, very quickly. So we're seeing a huge transition, a really big change that is occurring collectively that we're all kind of part of. Stay focused on what you're manifesting. I did a video, like my last video, and I titled it something manifesting, and I was making a joke about it, how there weren't as many video views on it. People don't want to talk about this subject. But since we're living in a manifest reality, and everything that we're talking about and thinking about is influencing everything about our own universe that we each have, I would think people would be more into these topics and would want to learn more about this stuff, but not really. I'm finding there is kind of a disconnect. But we live in a manifest reality. The things that you're thinking about, whether it's fear and things you don't want, they're going to occur. If you can learn how to be really positive and stay aligned with what you do want to see, you know, the sky is the limit. We have this infinite potential that we have yet to delve into. That's where I'm at. I'm trying to delve into this infinite co-creator kind of potential on bigger levels. Kim M. Slander, Lemurian Shaman. Shadow dissolving in a gaze of truth, going beyond fear, initiation. People from America especially are dealing with a lot of fear collectively. Time to ground. The antidote to fear, connecting with nature, grounding, getting outside. I think it's very important that we're finding that connection with nature again as well. We're kind of like cells in a body, right? And so it's important that we're staying connected, and that really is like better Wi-Fi for us at a physical level than anything else we could be doing. Getting outside, grounding. Sabrina Zone Pearson. Initiation, deep trust, deep healing, reconnection with all. Stephanie Stubbs. Expression, authentic expression. Words are powerful, truth. Make sure that you're using your words wisely. Everything that I ever talked about on this video has come into fruition. Everything I put out frequencies for, it might have taken a little bit of time, but I have manifested anything on my list that I've been trying to, so this stuff works. We need to take care with our words. I always say in Egyptian times, they knew that every word was magic, was a spell, and they would be more careful. Now we live in a world where we just throw around words and emotions and things like that. Take care with the things you're talking about and thinking about. They will become your world. Atasi Eversberg. You are sovereign. Right to choose. Immunity to hooks. All that your soul wants to do is liberate here. And this goes for everyone. We seek a deeper freedom, a deeper liberation. Stay focused. Follow your own internal guidance. You're being led. You're being guided. You're loved by the universe. Let's see. Rich and Hyatt. Unlock your gifts, sacred gifts, energy senses. Pure love is the key. Keep on working on your heart chakra. Keep on working on your third eye. Love is powerful. Jeffrey Keel. More heart chakra work. Forgiveness. See the bigger picture. Trust and heal. Just more heart chakra work. That goes collectively. I think there's a lot of issues with the heart chakra of Gaia as well still going on, and we're all going to be feeling that. Things I'm learning about while I'm kind of living in the United Kingdom. Keep working with that heart chakra though. Nina Rossi. Awakening. Know who you are. DNA activation. And, you know, DNA is powerful. We're finding that we can reprogram and activate ourselves and furtherly tap into the spiritual. You guys know I do DNA activations through my site too, and they're very powerful in awakening your own abilities furtherly. Let's see. Rita Lewis. Divine Feminine. Receive your birthright. Unconditional love. Ken Horan. Star connection. Guidance from the stars. Galactic self. Unified field. I believe the people that find me are divinely guided to me in some way, right? A lot of you guys have galactic connections. Maybe you guys are starseeds. Maybe you had incarnations in space. In whatever regard, you're coming with a lot of assistance galactically. There's so much assistance being offered to this planet galactically as well, mainly in the form of energy, I'm finding, right? That we're kind of getting blasted with these galactic energies that are stripping away and removing the things no longer serving us, the illusion per se. So we have a lot of powerful energies that are coming into the planet that we're kind of processing that are triggering this awakening. We're going to continue to awaken as well as we're going through this process, becoming more and more tuned in ourselves. I'm going to be letting you guys go on that note, but I am here if you need me. Highly advising you go check my site out, sign up on there so you get energy updates, or go check my store out, and I will be back for cards tomorrow.